Hello everyone and welcome to another weekly edition of GWC Plays. Today, I've been waiting for this one for a long time and it finally came quick. Because this week, Capcom announced that Onimusha Warlords is getting a remaster. It is coming next year. Onimusha is back. And I could not be any happier. This, to me, is one of Capcom's best games on the PS2 of a game series. This, I loved the entire series. Onimusha 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 was good too. And in honor of Warlords getting announced, I gotta play the classic. The one that I can still come back to. To me, Onimusha 2 is the best one of the series. Just in terms of everything they added to it, all the depth of it. I love the story, I love the characters, the music. I've sunk so many hours into this game. This, I would even say, this is probably, if I was to do a legit, looking at every game I've played, a top 10 list, this game is on there. I don't know where it is, but it is somewhere on this list. I love this game. So I figured this is the perfect week to play this game and talk about why this is such a good game. And just in general with this announcement too. Onimusha is back. And God, so many different things. Yeah, also this song rocks. This song's really good. I am gonna let it play out. You're like, oh man, he's gonna get to the game and start it. No. I am playing this song in full. Da, na, na. God, this is such a good game. Still looks good too. I'm sure if I had this game running on an emulator, it's probably cleaned up, would look really good. But I'm playing this because it sets the tone perfectly for this game. Okay. Now let's begin. God, the music starts up and you just know, oh, it's about to get good. Yeah. Let's start this thing up. New game. We're going in.
In 1560, Lord Nobunaga Oda defeated Yoshimoto Imagawa in Okehazama. Soon after his victory, Nobunaga fell to a fatal arrow which pierced his throat. However, Nobunaga was far from finished. With the help of the demons, he rose from the dead. The demons began their rampage, slaughtering innocent villagers. Then a young warrior, Samanosuke Akechi, stood up and defeated the Demon King. The nightmare, however, did not end. A few years later, his strength restored, Nobunaga was set to conquer the entire country.
Okay, so this little intro here, this one is really good. Onimusha 3 though is still to this day one of the best intros out there. But this one is also good, and I have some facts I can drop in here too. Building up. So fun fact, this is the first video game to ever mocap a horse. I know recently Ghost of Tsushima, a game I'm also very excited for, that's kind of in this time, They mocapped the horse, but I was like, when I was hearing it, I was like, no, Onimusha 2 did it years ago. Some good looking horses. Good looking horses animation. This soundtrack is just. I wonder what young me was thinking when I saw this. Like, God. Because I did play this game at a young age. There's a wallpaper right there. Keiji Inafune. The legend. And there's that theme. Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny. God, this intro is still really well done. Like, this intro is still really good. It's no number 3, but it's pretty perfect for this game. Gunman. Then me also was like, oh. I was like, maybe I should play this game in the living room. People might walk in at the wrong time. Oh, you. Of course, gotta end it off with the beast. Jubei! Jubei! I really hope this game gets that remastered treatment so bad. Please, if you're watching out there, go buy Onimusha Warlords when that remaster hits. Go support it. Because if this shows that there's still a want for this series, we could possibly get number 2 remastered. That's what this is all leading up to.
Village. Fearing the ominous presentiment in his heart, he desperately raced back home.
It's like, play Warlords, then watch this video so you can see what you got coming up next. Like, I still know a little dialogue here. Otoyo! Otoyo! Aditi! Hey. Hey! Who did this? In the demon woman voice. Jubei, come to me, Jubei.
Who did this?
I told you, I don't play around when it comes to this game. I know this game pretty much by heart.
Jubei. Jubei.
Who's there?
Jubei.
Come to me, Jubei.
Come to me, Jubei.
Now, okay, everyone says this control method is not bad. Thankfully, with number 3, they did give you the option. If you do want to play with the the tank controls, you got them, but they also added an analog support. And it looks like the remaster for number 1, they're also adding an analog support for those who still want to play tank. This never really bothered me. I was so used to it just because of Resident Evil and everything. Yasuke! Oh, Jubei!
Master Jubei!
You've grown so strong.
You come back. Oh, so strong. Are you alright? What happened? Go. You need to get out of here. Right there. Hey! Who did this? Still.
You're the ones who attacked the village?
Yasuke! You're the ones who attacked here? For whom are you working?
Prepare yourselves.
I won't forgive you. Prepare yourself!
If I still got it, I don't know. It's been a while since I played this game, so give me some flack. But yeah, I played this game. Yeah, when I first got it, I played this game over and over because there's so many different scenarios and so many different outcomes you can get throughout the game that they really did warrant you playing it multiple times over and over. When you start getting into like the gift system and like getting your allies and who are really gonna be here. Ooh, nice, I got the first one. There's just so much to this game. You know, it's still like playing it now. This game still feels pretty great to play. Like the controls are very tight and precise, and like once you start getting more of the different weapons and you start fighting up these different enemy types, like it starts getting really I wouldn't say complex, but you can't just be doing the simple basic stuff. You're gonna have to really learn that. Like that is the essential move in this game. If you can master that, like you are good in the end. Sometimes I'll just be playing other games. I'll just be like not even playing games, just watching something or just doing something else, and that like little like Jubei will pop into my head like for no reason. Like cutscene time. Oh, a demon woman. She is this stuff. The one responsible for burning down Yagi village is Nobunaga Oda. Kill him, for he is the real demon.
A demon woman. You're behind this.
Jubei, the one responsible for burning down Yagyu village is Nobunaga Oda.
What?
Kill him, for he is the real demon.
A demon? What are you talking about?
And defeat Nobunaga.
Defeat the demon, Jubei.
Okay, there's still some lines
Your
on.
hand has
Like,
the
not
power
too great
to
on.
absorb the souls of demons. Use this power to defeat Nobunaga. Five sacred orbs were created to protect humans from the demons. charity.
Faith.
Faith, honesty, respect, and strength. Gather all the orbs and defeat Nobunaga.
There's your plot right there.
You must go to the Dragon Shrine and obtain a hidden power. Then you may begin your quest in the gold mine in Onimusha.
Who are you?
Who are you?
You can do it.
You can do it,
My son. I have heard little bits and pieces of the Japanese version of this game, and really good. Some people really hate the English in this one. I don't mind it. I think it's done pretty well. Like, there's some lines that sound pretty off at times, but I can still enjoy it. It has some charm to it. But there we go. We have our plot. Nobunaga is back. We have to go get the 5 orbs and beat him up. So we got some stuff we got to do to get there. And now we can start absorbing souls, which you're going to be wanting to do. They're going to play a pretty vital point in this game. So we play a pretty vital point in every Onimusha game. It's not like it's only 2. Alright, so head over to a little shrine over here. Prove your identity. Now we get our first weapon. Really good weapon. This is one of the things. Every weapon in this game is good. There's not like a weapon that's just like, okay, no, this one's just bad. Like, they're all great in their own way. Like, this weapon's gonna be used a lot. The spear's gonna be used. And that ultimate weapon really gets used a lot. Nobunaga! Okay, this game is a classic.
In 1568, gold was discovered in the Valley of...
Yeah, I've been wanting, kind of talking about that Onimusha announcement. I've really been wanting Onimusha to come back for a long time, since PS3. I've been itching for another game like this, and just like the series to come back. This was always one of my favorites from the PS2 era, and it was always kind of sad just seeing it go years and years with just nothing with it. So when I woke up yesterday morning and I saw Onimusha Warlords remastered, there was a little bit of me that almost wanted to tear up a bit, because I was like, Capcom is really a pass late. Like, there are a lot of decisions, like 2010s, early 2010s, Capcom was making a lot of terrible decisions. Like, canceling Mega Man Legends 3 is something I still won't forgive them for, and there's a lot of just egregious things they did, but of late, they've been on a really good high note. Like, with bringing Resident Evil back with 7, doing the Resident Evil 2 remake, bringing Mega Man back, bringing Devil May Cry back, and now possible Onimusha. Like, Capcom is just, they're winning me back. And yesterday with that Onimusha one, it really hit me hard. I was like, I've been waiting. Like, you know, Cyberpunk, seeing that gameplay was great. Seeing the return of Onimusha was even better. I was like, oh, someone just goes back. They figured out the legal disputes.
Let's kill him. We don't have to do this.
Who do you think you are? How dare you? What do you think you're doing?
I'm gonna kill you.
But yes, I would say if you've never played this series, go play it. It is fantastic. It's one of the highlights from the PlayStation 2, which has 1,000 other highlights. Like I've always had like this discussion with people, like, what is the greatest video game console of all time? And for the longest time, I would like really go back and forth because Super Nintendo is something I grew up with. I really love a lot of games. Some of my favorite games of all time are on Super Nintendo, like Link to the Past, Mario World, Final Fantasy VI, and so on. But PS2 really has so many just classic games that are still known to this day and that still have left like a huge mark on me and just the gaming world as a whole. Like games like Grand Theft Auto Vice City or San Andreas or Metal Gear Solid 3 or Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Final Fantasy X. There are hundreds of examples I can give, and like the PS2 is just home to so many just great games. And I think of late, I think I picked, like, for me, if I was gonna say the greatest system of all time, I'd say the PS2. Like, it's just so many consistent, like, quality games that were released on it. And while there's a lot of systems that I do collect for, I collect for every system out there. Really, PS2 is one that I'm still collecting for, and it's kind of hard because there's so many good games out there on it that I could literally be collecting for years. Because there's so many just small little like niche titles and like big name titles and franchises and third-party games that you could literally be searching for 5 years and still not find all the games. Because I'm always finding like, oh, I found this little cool title here, or this one looks cool, or I used to play that game all the time. Let me go pick that one back up. So it really can just go on forever. So let's continue on with the story a bit so I can get into some other points in this I can bring up. Because I do have some tales of my first time playing this game. Oh yeah, I need to go get money. I'm broke. I'll get the Magoichi and them. But first we gotta get the permit, man. I won't allow you to enter the mine unless you have a permit. Yeah, I need to get my perfect, my counters back. I used to have them pretty good, and usually it takes me a bit. Sometimes I have to, like, play for a while, then once I start getting a feel for the game again, it comes back. That can be said about a lot of different games too, and different things. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna say right now, the thing I hope, if and when Onimusha 2 gets ported to like PS4 or an Xbox One and Switch, PS4 better have some good trophies for this game. I'm expecting like counter 100 people, cause I'm gonna get that real quick.
Do you have a permit?
Danny Trejo.
I won't allow you to enter the mine unless you have a permit.
Tell me that dude doesn't sound like Danny Trejo. Like.
I won't allow you to enter the mine unless you have a permit.
Why does it look like a filet of fish
I won't allow
sandwich?
you to enter the mine unless you have a permit.
Alright, enough wasting time. Let's get back to the town. I now have enough to go get a permit, so let's go. Yeah, these counters are gonna be pretty important. You're gonna need them for those big fights. I'm not cool enough to do the cool one, so I'm gonna have to. Go get the gold. Yeah, usually, sometimes I'll stay here and grind to get the weapon upgraded for a bit, because I usually like to have the first weapon upgraded before I get like further into the mine. And it doesn't take too long. I think you need 3 bars to do it. But also, I'm not going to grind on here. That is not what this is for. So I'm going to hold off on this for now. So let's go back to town. Let's get this stuff done. Yeah, and the song comes on, just jamming. Every song's just classic in this game. Here we go. The 2 buffoons. Or the 1 buffoon.
Where did you take my girl? How dare you disturb our time? Together!
That woman gave me the help sign, so I had to break things up between the 2 of you. Get over it.
What?
Seriously. Who'd want a red bald head like you?
Red bald head!
Red bald head? That does it! Outside now!
It's a fight, it's a fight, fight.
It's a fight! It's a fight! It's a fight!
God,
It's a fight!
I don't need to like have the gameplay. I could just recite every line right now. A one-man show. GWC does Onimusha too. I play every character and I do the music myself.
You cheat! Coward!
You are too old-fashioned.
You arrogant fool! Stop this!
Eke Ankakuji is an honorable man, famous with the spear of the Hazoin. Magoichi Saiga is also an honorable man, and is a chief of the Kishu Saiga gun team. But it is dishonorable to fight over such trifle things.
And you are?
Jubei Yegyu, the young chief of the Yegyu clan.
Eh? You are the Jubei Yegyu who is master of the blade! It must be fate that 3 proud warriors meet in such a town. There will be no fight today. Maguichi, take pity on you instead.
Jimmy's like, what a bunch of weirdos. But we've got some things you have to do with these weirdos, and that's where this comes into play. Gift exchange. Which is one of the cooler features of the game. So, give a gift to certain characters and you can expect something helpful in return. A mark will appear on the lower right side of the screen when you approach certain characters. When you see this, press the start button to enter the subscreen and choose a gift. Select give to offer the gift to the character. Remember, you can only gift items. So what this system pretty much is that you can go up to certain characters in the game. You can press start. You can give them gifts pretty much, and you don't really know what to give them. You kind of have to just guess, and you can kind of, based on a certain character, you can kind of tell, okay, this guy's more intelligent, so he might want more like philosophical items, or okay, Eke would probably want more like drinks and probably like little like dumb stuff. So you kind of have to just pick and choose what stuff, and you can kind of just play around with it. There is a guide on GameFAQs, I believe, about all the gift stuff, like what items work best with which person. And you wouldn't think like, oh, the gift system, it has no purpose in the end of the game, but it does. This system is pretty vital to the game. It adds extra scenarios in place, and certain characters can come and go. It can change parts of the ending. It can change parts in how the middle of the game plays. So it's a pretty vital part in there. You can't really skip. You could skip it, but you're better off doing it. It doesn't take too long. Like, it's just, you get items, you can go buy them, you can give them. So, let's just give him this cloth, because we're gonna do that. He's probably gonna be like, well, I don't need this, but okay.
I'll stick with what I've got.
Yeah, so he didn't even care. The item has been rejected, so he can just straight up reject it. He's like, what's he gonna do with this? And you're gonna have a few other characters who can also do this too, so don't have to worry. It's not just gonna be them. But let's give this to MC, because Magoichi seems like he'd probably like this a bit more. So this guy can add to my collection.
Interesting. I like this.
So he likes this. He has a satisfied look. And from doing this, you also receive items. So it's also vital you do this, because you can get some pretty good items early on, and depending on the characters, can really help you out in the end. So it's pretty good. Save the game. Actually, maybe. Well, I won't save right now. I'll do an enhancement though. Kind of show you the system. So I can level up weapons, level up your armor. You're really gonna want to do all this stuff. Like, it's gonna be pretty vital. Weapons are probably the first stuff you want to get. They're gonna be the more important ones. And for those who might be thinking, oh, can you just play the game with this weak sword? You can. It is very hard. I've never done it. I've seen playthroughs of people who've done it. Not for me. Yeah, if I recharge, but I don't need that. This game just has perfect background music. Like, the music in this game is just... I could really go in. Like, all the Onimushas have really good music. I've always felt number 2 had the best, though. And there we go. Mountain permits. Now Danny Trejo will let us go through. Yeah, this game is just really well done. Just... I know I'm really just... I keep gushing about this game, but I don't know, it just... It has always been a fan favorite for me. And I remember, especially when I first played it back then, it actually took me a long time to beat this game, because I remember I was just stuck on certain bosses. I was bad. I was leveling up like the wrong stuff. I would always keep giving the wrong gifts to the wrong people, so by the end everything was just getting all jacked up.
After all this time, this is it.
So it's like... Oh, yeah. Good job. But I remember I just really... So something about it, I think it was just the combat of it, the story, the music. It all kind of sunk in. Like, I really loved the combat. Like, it was always really fun for me, especially when I finally got a sense of how the counters were and could just start getting them on a snap, just like boom, boom, boom. Like, that's when I was really feeling this game. And it kind of stayed throughout, because, like I said, I played this game a lot, and I would do one playthrough, like, okay, let me try this one now. Let me see if I can get this scenario. Like, at one point in time, I had every scenario in this game fully finished. I had pretty good grade on my final results. I don't know when that's ever going to happen again, because it took a long time to do that. But it was certainly a good time back then. I had a lot of time to just play this game. Yeah, you can also come here and buy gifts for people too. You can also just straight up buy them instead of getting them out in the field. At some point later on, you're gonna start finding weapons there and all this other stuff. I still remember probably the most satisfied I ever felt was when I finally beat this game and got to the end. Like, I felt so happy with myself. I was like, God, this was so hard for me back then. It's like just getting it all the way to the end, getting that final fight done, and the ending came up with that music, and it's triumphant. Like, it's just, ooh. See, I'm gonna give him this little blue bird. You get like a little humorous little thing here.
You are cool.
You think so?
And boom, medicine. Like I said, don't miss out on this gift thing. Because you will miss out on some good stuff.
It would be better to read them all at once.
Oh, shut up. A normal... Was it just one bullet? Okay, it's 5. That's kind of... Can you imagine if someone said that to you? If you were like, you gave somebody a gift? Like, can you imagine if I bought, I'm trying to think of like a... It would be like if I bought my friend who's never seen the Harry Potter series, I bought him the first movie on Blu-ray. And he was like, you know, this is a good gift, but you know what? You should have gotten me the whole series. Like, you know, I would like these better. It's like, I'm not spending $80. Like, what if you hate that first movie? That's my thing, is like, I wouldn't buy that whole box set, because like, well, if you don't like those movies. I would not say that in front of somebody, like, oh, thanks for giving me this game, you know, I haven't played the other games. And thanks, dude, for getting Final Fantasy 15. You know, I haven't played the other 14 games. Now, you could have gotten me those, too. Just saying.
Let's have some fun!
And another vital item you're going to want to get. Extend your health, you can extend your magic. Like, ooh. I guess real quick, I will head to the mountain and kind of get that started. Spent a lot of time just talking here. I can push my weapon back too. I don't want to get out there and get just bodied. I think the thing I was missing, because I was kind of happy, that next year is truly the year of the samurai games, and it's like resurgence, because to me, I've always loved like these type of games, and next year we're getting games like Sekiro, we're getting Onimusha back, we're getting Nioh 2, we're getting there's another big one I'm missing. But it really is its resurgence. And I think the other game that was kind of like this that I really also like too is Genji. The PS2 Genji game, not the PS3 one with the giant enemy crabs. Like, not that one. But that first Genji was pretty good. Pretty decent. As unfair it is to say, it still was getting from me the, this is good, but it's not Onimusha good. Like, it was not fair for me. I was very harsh on it. Still a fun game, but I kept unfairly doing like, this is good, but it needs this. Been a while since I played Onimusha 3 too. That'd also be another great one, because the intro to Onimusha 3 is a classic. It's always regarded as some of the best of like an intro.
Okay, you can go in.
Out there, just in terms of its scale, how it looks, like it's a really well done intro. But even in that game is also just really good too. Like, that game has some cool parts. Like, I'd recommend mostly the whole series. Number 4 gets a bit weird because it changes a lot of things up, but the original 3, I will stand by, is like they're all must plays. Now we're in the dark murky cave. Let's see. Oh. How did he get here before me? He was in the town. I'm not giving you anything right now. I think the other way was that what led to that puzzle. So I'm gonna have to go back. Actually, you know, yeah, I'm gonna go back. I think I missed that puzzle. Don't want to miss those. Even though I'll have a bunch of chances to come back here. I want to get it done in this time because don't know how much I got left. Yep, here we go. It's a puzzle. And let me just say, some of these puzzles, like, they seem pretty easy, and then they throw in some garbage in there, and it gets hard. This one, easy. Anybody can get that one. Try some of those ones later on. Try them. I did a live stream like 3 or 4 years ago of this whole game, and there was one puzzle that I just could not remember, and it just tore me to shreds. Yeah, there's a combo. Down, up, square. But yeah, some of these puzzles can get pretty tough, but that's just the standard of a Capcom game, especially at this point in time where they really had a lot of puzzles in their games. So I kind of like it. It had this nice balance of it. You have your action, you have your little different things here, but you also have some puzzles you got to do. Go. And there's that whole magic power you can use. These guys are gonna go real fast earlier. They're quite easy. Combo. Perfect. That big one so I can transform later on to get that. Yep, took the wrong path. It's gonna come down the hill. I'm curious. I'm thinking Eke. If Magoichi comes and it's like, what's the game doing? Eke is here.
I'm here to help you.
Yeah, these can be interchangeable.
Oh, you monsters are really in trouble now.
And depending on the items you gift, I believe Magoichi can come down.
Fight with us.
No, I'm not in the mood.
How rude!
It's like, you know, I would help Jubei. You can give me a parrot. Just gave me a book. He didn't even give me the full set. Who does that? Why would you give me a Chamber of Secrets? I haven't even read the first one.
Well, that was easy.
Please help.
Huh?
My daughter was kidnapped by monsters.
What? Your daughter? So, is your daughter pretty?
Oh, of course. I think she is the most beautiful girl in the world.
Great! I shall bring her back to you. Tell me, where did the monsters go?
That way.
Yes, yes, yes!
That guy. He's always getting into trouble.
I believe this cutscene was interchangeable. It's been so long, I really cannot recall at this point. But there's a thought in my head that at some point, like, that cutscene switched. But I'd have to really check on YouTube and see like a guide for that. New weapon time. Already. This one's really good. It's a really good weapon. It's got really good reach, and it can tear some of these people up. Should be evident right now. Just look at that, the reach on this thing. You don't want to get hit with this. Ah. Now we can go this way. So what was blocking that path before is that you in certain areas of the game you need certain weapons to pass.
Makoichi, you fool! I won't forgive you!
Stop both of you. You're like children. Eke, have you found the daughter?
Not yet.
Then why are you wasting time?
I have to settle this first. I dream of becoming a feudal lord. I'd do anything to make it happen. Anything!
Even serve Nobunaga.
Yes! The point is, Makoichi laughed at my dream.
I laugh because it's silly. Jubei, what's your dream?
I don't have a dream. I will kill Nobunaga.
Another man possessed by a vengeful ghost.
I don't know why Makoichi always look like Boomhauer.
A vengeful ghost? What do you mean? Makoichi!
That probably sounded like out of nowhere. Like, why'd you mention that? Well, looking at Makoichi in that cutscene, it's like, dang. No, you kind of look like Boomhauer from King of the Hill almost. Get that medicine. Uh-oh. A save point. This could get interesting. I need like 7 or 10, so never mind. Well, I wasn't able to fix that at all. But it's about to get interesting right now. About to go to Diagon Alley. Guess this is the Harry Potter episode. I keep bringing it up this whole time. Maybe it's time for me to watch the series.
What do you think you are doing? How dare you invade my territory? Just a settle the old man. Why did you come here?
I'm looking for a woman. I have no quarrel with you.
Who do you think you're talking to? Do you think you're equal to one from the demon clan?
Not equal. Better.
What's that? Gorgonzola. I forgot his name. Call that guy back later. I'm about to kill this dude. Watch this. Look at this skill right here. Oh, don't look at that skill. Get him, Jubei. Oh god.
We meet again.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some help. I'm dying over here. Cork. I forgot this dude's name. I think. I'm losing it. I'm losing these names. I'm using a lot of health items here because I'm. Oh. Getting fairly good with this luck. He's just standing here. Usually he's like just going crazy and fighting. I'm gonna switch back to this weapon because it's still got magic power, so I'm about to just blast him. This. I get one more. This fight's over. Actually, this fight's about to be over in like 5 seconds. Oh, this fight's over. Ooh, come here. No, no, Gork. Why? I had what I wanted. Alright, well, I'm using this medicine. You're probably watching like, John, what are you doing? Where's your skill at? I could have beat this guy in like 5 seconds. Thought you said you loved this game. Apparently not enough. If you really love this game, you would have beaten him already. And also, if this wasn't like just a single segment, just little video, I would not be playing that aggressive. I'd be playing way more defensively. Like, realistically, I'd only want to use one health item in that battle. Yeah, that's the first boss of the game. Not too bad. If you use that other weapon, it can be... Oh, God, let me get the money.
Now for some women.
Shut up. Now for some women. Okay. So, I think I'm actually going to call it right here for this GWC Plays. I just wanted to play a little bit and kind of talk about why I love this game and just kind of show it off. And this week, I really wanted to play it. Like, hearing that announcement really brought me into, like, I want to play this game again. And I'm happy I was able to do it. You will see me again with this, because when January hits, I am playing Onimusha Warlords again, and I am supporting it. I am there. I want Onimusha 5. I want this game remastered. I want number 3. So I'm just open. So thank you for watching. I will say, go play this game. It is fantastic. It is a lot of fun. You will not be disappointed. So, until then, this was Gamingwithclass Plays. See you later.